I say let's have more coffee. Hello, hello, hello,
Hello,
everyone.
hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome in, y'all.
Hello, Vicky. Hello, Diane. Hello, Sophia. Hello, Linda Q. Hello, everyone. Welcome in.
Welcome
Would you like
in,
the glasses?
everybody. I couldn't see. I had to take mine off.
Me too.
Actually, all orange. All orange. Everything is orange.
Hello, Aisha. Hello, Samantha. Welcome in, everybody. Lovely to see you all.
Hello, Sophia
There we
Gonzalez.
go.
Welcome
Hi,
in,
Samantha.
Miss
Hi,
Linda.
Alicia.
So, guys, what's in your cup and what's on your hook or knitting needles? I'd love to know. Hello, Flip Flops, Lollipops. Hello, Lillian. Hello, Amanda. Welcome, welcome all to the UK. And we have Miss Jeannie and we have Miss Veronica joining us today. Woo-hoo! So we're all in the
Amanda.
UK, guys.
Welcome, Lilia. Welcome in. Flip Flops. Diane.
Hello, Be Crafty.
Lolly.
Hello, Laurie.
Sophia. In my cup, I had a crystallite flavor is orange. It's orange.
And you've got coffee, Miss Jeannie?
I have coffee, y'all.
You have coffee. If I had coffee at this time of night, if I had coffee at this time of night, Miss Jeannie, I would be awake until 7 o'clock in the morning.
Welcome in, She Spins. Welcome in.
Hello,
welcome,
She
welcome.
Spins. Hello, welcome.
If you're new here, let us know in the chat. Are you a crocheter and knitter, which we refer to as bistitchal, or do you crochet or knit? And what is your name and where are you from?
If you like to share with us.
If you'd like to share with us.
Yes. So Linda Q's got black coffee and a wrap on her needles, blanket on the
Hi,
book.
Sandra.
And Diane's got iced tea and crochet a virus shawl. Sophia is doing a search for Tunisian cardigan to use some of my Hobby Lobby haul clearance I hit today. Me, I am so jealous, guys. So jealous.
Me too.
And Vicky's got water in a cup and working on the June section of the calendar. Yay!
Yay!
Aisha is crocheting a filet blanket, baby blanket, and it's a teddy bear with water in her cup. And Aisha's and Chandra, welcome in, Chandra.
Welcome in, Chandra.
And She Spins is crochets, knits, spins, dyes, garden. Juanita from North Carolina lives in Virginia. Welcome in.
Oh, wow.
Welcome.
Hello, Cindy, and welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget the thumbs up, guys, please.
Tummies.
Tummies.
I'm working on a new summer top.
Hello, Ronelle.
Hey, Ronelle. Welcome in, everyone.
Hello, Margaret G.
And Ronelle, she already put a picture in in Instagram.
Who was the one doing the search for Tunisian top cardigan?
That was Sophia Gonzalez.
Sophia, check out TL Yarn Crafts that you see here on the screen. She is one of the well-known Tunisian crocheters on YouTube, and she has this website. She has multiple Tunisian crochet cardigans on there. So check hers out. She's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I got that good internet. I can share stuff fast now.
You better, Jeannie. You better.
To make you solo, Linda, you're gonna show her book. That was my next thing to do, but you got it, so you go right ahead. She also has a book that she's published.
The book is called The Tunisian, and it has got a cardigan in it.
Yes.
and it's called Pemba Cardi. I'll type it in the chat, Sophia.
Hi, Jen.
And I will post her link to her website in the chat as well.
There we go. That's the name of it there.
Her name is Tony.
Missouri, and I
TL Yarn.
There you go,
Hi,
Tony.
Colin.
Go. Welcome.
Hi, not the end. Adele's hiding here, and she's crocheting with bottled water in the bushes.
Yes.
Hi, Deborah.
Hello, Roberta.
Deborah's trying to recuperate from the.
I'm glad you said who RS is, Veronica, because I've been trying to figure out who in the world is RS. That is Roberta Shepherd.
Hello, Roberta.
Yes, that is my sweet Roberta.
Hey, Bessie, welcome
Hi,
in.
Sandra. Hi, Angela. Hi, Trish. Hi, Drini. Sandrine.
Hey, Trish. Hey, Angela. Hey, Hook Crochet. Welcome in, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. How are you? Long time no see. Hope you're well. Hi. Oh, my God. Creative Crafts has been to Hobby Lobby 5 times.
I've been, but haven't been.
And Miss V, how many times did you go? Twice. And did you see the state of her trolley?
2 times.
The trolley was overflowing.
Her buggy was like that 2 times.
Yeah. It was
not 1, but 2.
Yeah. She went once. One of those trolleys was for me, wasn't it, V?
Is it one of the what?
They call buggies trolleys.
Oh Lord, what the heck? What in the world is that?
One of those cars. Miss V. One of those.
Look, you see those boxes? You see those boxes right there? You see those boxes right there? That's for Jeannie. That's for Jeannie. They go to Jeannie. No, Jeannie, they go to you. Bye, Jeannie. Bye, Jeannie.
No, we need V. We need her because she's done all the homework this week.
No, we don't need it. We don't need her. It's just put you out. It's just.
Bye, everybody.
No,
I'll go watch TV with my husband.
Jeannie, Miss Jeannie, you can stay because you've done all the work this week.
Bye, Linda. I tell you, my sister, Linda. Bye.
Well, Veronica, you can have it.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
We're good. You know,
Iris has not started the clearance yet, so.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Hi, M to the O to the B to the S, Ashley. Hi, welcome.
Hey, M to the O to the B to the S. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Yarn She. How are you?
Welcome in.
Welcome, everybody.
She has chamomile tea to help sleep.
Oh, well, sending you hugs, Sandy. Sending you hugs. It's lovely to see you here. As it is to see everybody here.
Yes.
So, and don't forget the thummies to everybody who's coming in. Please, thummies. And
y'all forget, I got to race against Ivy to Hobby Lobby when they do go on clearance because she's already been and they ain't put them on clearance yet. So.
Oh, she already been? Oh, okay.
So, you know, me and her would have to race, and she's right around the corner and up the road from them, and I'm like 60 miles from them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's wonderful, Roberta. Yeah. Hello, yes. Angela, my precious world. How are you?
Welcome in, Angela.
Welcome.
And so today, guys, what we've got for you today, we are going to be talking about the history of crochet because we've done the history of knitting. Yeah. So now we're going to do the history of crochet. So we've got some well, Miss Jeannie has found some amazing information. V and I have got, well, I've got some patterns and a couple of books to show you. And we just hope that you'll find it interesting, because the majority of us here all crochet.
Just
Some
get
of us
your project. Yeah,
yeah,
get your
not by
project.
Stitchwell. Like me and Jeannie, we're by Stitchwell.
No.
She isn't by Stitchwell, V. No.
She's unistitchable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One.
Uno Stitcho.
Uno.
So get your favorite drink or get your coffee, and get your project,
Hey
and
Tank, welcome in.
Hi, Tank.
any
Hi,
questions
Doris.
y'all have, you can ask in the chat.
I also have a website that I'm going to be sharing with y'all that I found that's free to join. You
Ooh.
can get like old vintage. This lady is called Purple Kitty.
Okay.
And you can get old vintage ebooks off of there for free. And stuff like that. So I'm gonna share that website with y'all as well. I did download and print a few.
Hi, Terry. Welcome in. Hi,
But
Pat.
because
Welcome in.
we're not on my channel, I cannot share my other screen, my other camera. So probably Monday when I go live, I will share the other camera and we will go through some of the patterns and stuff that are in that Purple Kitty. But I will share that with y'all tonight. That way, if y'all want to go over and check it out, she has a lot of vintage books that she has restored.
Oh wow.
And they're free.
Hi,
Terry Dean says
Linda.
hello from Southern Indiana. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Hi, Linda S.
Hey,
Welcome in. Hi,
Carrot Boo.
Carrot Boo. Lovely
I
to
love
see
that
you.
name, Carrot Boo.
Carrot
Yeah,
Boo.
good.
Hey, Sparkles Hope Chest. Welcome in.
Oh, not the end. Went to Hobby Lobby yesterday in one town and they had a lot marked down. Today I went to a different Hobby Lobby in another town and they had little to nothing marked down. Oh, that's not
So you
good.
better go back to the other one.
If my memory serves me correct, we're in June. The Hobby Lobby that's closest to me, which is Prattville, 30 miles away, about 35, 40 miles away.
Yeah.
They did not mark theirs down until I want to say August.
Oh wow.
So
I thought it was early this year as well, because I thought,
no, it's normally in June. Veronica looked back at her video that she put out last year.
Yeah.
And her first video that she posted of the Hobby Lobby yarn clearance last year was June the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing this year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Dark Sky.
Hi, Dark Sky. Welcome in. Hi.
Welcome.
I do recommend you calling the stores, but let me tell you what you do when you call the stores. Don't ask the person who answers the phone. Ask them to transfer you to the crochet yarn department, because if you notice, all of them have a phone hanging up on one of the aisles.
Yeah.
They will transfer you back there to that phone, and the person who works in that department will actually answer it. They will tell you whether or not they're marking it down or if they began, and if not, they will let you know around about when that store will actually start marking it down. Why they don't do it all across the U.S. all at the same time, I have no idea. But and Caitlin, you're very welcome.
Hi, Laura Lee.
How do you like that one? Because I seen that one on their website, and I was thinking about getting it. The 1916 Line Yarn Book reproduction. You can get it from Line Brand. They had it on sale. How do you like it so far? Lulu says she wanted to begin crocheting the shawl Linda sent, but needs some size 0 lace weight yarn. It calls for wool and silk blend. I have some in black, but need a light color for that pattern.
Yeah.
Lulu, are you in the U.S.?
Cindy's in the U.S.
Check out Hobby Lobby because they have some of that 44th. What was the name of Veronica? That 44th Street stuff that's real fine in the cake. I don't think you got none of it.
And the cake?
Yeah, it was in the cake and it was sitting up on the top shelf. It's called 44 something. I think it's a lightweight, like a
Well, it
fingering or something like
let me
that.
tell you, it was a lot of yarn in my both stores. But like I said in my video, this year I just gonna be focused in some kind of specific yarn that what that I'm going to working on.
Yeah.
You know?
I was traveling to Iowa and back and stopped at 5 different Hobby Lobbies. One had nothing on clearance, one had a ton on clearance, and the rest had some on clearance. Let
See,
me tell y'all something. If y'all can save your pennies throughout the year, like we know it's going on now, if you're
yeah,
able to go and get, after you get that, start saving your money. And if you can get away with not buying yarn the rest of the year, save your money. It's a light three, Sophia said. Okay.
okay,
But they do have their hand dyed yarn for $3.74. And I'm sure it comes in some fingering weight.
Yeah, it does.
So check that out, Lulu. Um, if you can save your money without buying yarn, it's well worth waiting for the Hobby Lobby clearance
Yeah.
because they put a lot of their cotton yarns. They had the Pima cotton on clearance this year. They had that Stitch 101 on clearance. They had the Symphonia, which is a Mexican. It's made in Mexico. It's the Omega yarn. They had that on clearance. Um, they had a lot. They had the Sugarwell cotton. Now we did get some, and I know I said I don't. I like the yarn, but I don't like how it washes up because it leaves a lot of lint. I'm gonna make something with it. I'm gonna hand wash it this time, and I'm gonna see the difference. And if it does good by hand washing it, that will be my recommendation for that yarn. Even though it says to machine wash on the label, sometimes we can't always go by that because
No.
we've actually washed yarn in the washer that said hand wash only, lay flat to dry. We washed it and we dried it, and it did nothing but actually made the yarn better.
yeah.
Yep. So that's why I told y'all I wasn't buying yarn this year. I've only bought yarn to do yarn reviews with. And now that I got my internet, y'all can get ready.
Yes,
Get
get
ready.
ready, guys. Get ready. We're going to have videos of Miss Jeannie every day of the week.
She better.
They also don't they have some of their I love this yarn on clearance as well.
Yeah,
They have that soft and sleek DK. Y'all, that is some amazing yarn. It's a three weight. It is 100% acrylic, but when I tell y'all it's got to be the softest acrylic out there, it is so lovely.
Mm-hmm.
44th Street used soap wash. I would think that, Lori, because it's kind of fuzzy. It's got a lot of halo to it.
What's a good type of colour to dye yarn?
Are you talking about like just a color in general, Aisha, or are you talking about what type of dye? Because Veronica bought the Ritz dye that you get in the laundry section where your washing powder and stuff is at. Um, if you're gonna get the tie dye kits, I recommend the tulip
yeah, that's the best.
for more saturation and color. Now the cheaper brand that Walmart sells does work, but you're gonna get a lighter tone of color. You're gonna get like your pastel colors versus your bright, vibrant colors with the tulip.
Yeah, it all depends what type of colour you're after. If you're after rich, vibrant colours, then
Especially if you're dyeing cotton yarn,
Now,
definitely get the
yeah,
tulip. But
the
now, if you're
best.
dyeing wool, you can use Kool-Aid to dye wool with
Yeah,
very easy.
yeah.
mm-hmm.
And the best yarn for like a you want you work like a like You don't have to buy kind of yarn in a specific some website, whatever you so for special for that. The one that I got and it was work really good. It was I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby, which is the white color, and they observed the color, the what I use, the products I use. It was a really nice.
Yeah, it just depends on what you're dyeing, Aisha.
Yeah,
Um, but if you're dyeing 100% cotton or 85-15 cotton, I recommend the tulip tie-dye kits. Soak your yarn overnight and wring most of the water out, but not all of it. You still want it kind of damp, kind of drippy, but not where you raise it up and it gets your floor wet.
Aisha, I had a video. I had 3 videos
Yeah.
on my channel. Go check it out, and I show you, and you can see the result of different yarns that I use.
Tank says she needs one more skein of the confetti hank. Yes, it said Hobby Lobby, Margaret. See, most of that yarn is superwash merino wool, and being in Alabama, I don't crochet wool.
Yeah.
I will do blankets in the wintertime, but my heater never goes above 68 in the winter.
Hi, BJ. Hi, Sarika. Welcome in.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi,
Hi,
Rebecca. Welcome
PJ.
in. Hey, Miss
Sarika.
BJ.
Lovely to see you all here tonight.
All right, so we're going to talk about the history of crochet tonight. And I pulled this information from the Crochet Guild of America's website. It was a publication that Ruthie Marks did on the history of crochet. She did this in 1997. So we want to give her credit for her hard work in putting the history of crochet together. Now, Linda's going to tell you how it is said in
Turkish.
Turkish language, how the word crochet is spoken in the Turkish language.
And it's crush.
Right.
Crochet.
Crush. Hmm.
And
Hey,
Veronica's going to tell you how it's said in Spanish.
This el ganchillo. This el ganchillo. That's mostly the word that we use in
And
Mexico.
chilo, that sounds like some kind of chili dish to me.
hello, Andrea. Welcome
Hey,
in.
Aisha. Welcome in. All
I
right.
did learn a Spanish word today watching TV called diferente, which means different.
Right. Oh my gosh. But yeah.
Hey, Sunita, welcome in. Hey, Ala Joe, welcome.
Hi,
Hi,
Sunita. Welcome in.
Sanita.
So
Okay,
we're going to hand it over to our fabulous Jeannie now to
Yes.
tell us all about crochet. That's the wrong one.
Exactly. You got the wrong one.
I made myself big, y'all. They should have
Wherever,
given me
Jimmy.
the power, right?
Wherever.
Hey, Chandra, I think I miss you. Hey, Zoila, welcome,
Hi,
Zoila,
Zoya.
welcome. We call it crochet. So does the French, the Belgians, the Italians, and Spanish speaking people. It's also known as hacking in Holland, hackling in Denmark, heckling in Norway, and vertning in Sweden. So you got all these different terms of how crochet is pronounced. She said that other forms of handwork is knitting, embroidery, and weaving, and it can be dated far back in time thanks to archaeological finds, written sources, and pictorial representations of various kinds. But no one is quite sure when and where crochet got its start, which every time I have researched it, that has always been the case. No one actually knows when crochet actually began. Um, the word comes from croc or croche, the Middle French word for hook, and the Old Norse word for hook is croker, Krokr. So And according to American crochet expert and world traveler Annie Potter, the modern art of true crochet as we know it today was developed during the 16th century. It became known as crochet lace in France and chain lace in England. And she tells us in 1916, Walter Edmund Roth visited descendants of the Guana Indians and found examples of true crochet. So we really don't know where it all began. That's the earliest that they can find on it. Another writer and researcher named Lis Paluden of Denmark, who limited her search for the origins of crochet to Europe, puts forth 3 interesting theories. Now remember, the theories. 1, crochet originated in Araby, spread eastward to Tibet, and westward to Spain, from where it followed the Arab trade routes to other Mediterranean countries. 2, earliest evidence of crochet came from South America, where a primitive tribe was said to have used crochet adornments in rites of puberty. The 3rd theory, in China, early examples were known of 3-dimensional dolls worked in crochet. Paluden says the bottom line is that there is no convincing evidence as to how old the art of crochet might be or where it came from. It was impossible to find evidence of crochet in Europe before 1800. A great many sources state that crochet has been known as far back as the 1500s. That's a long time ago, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
In Italy, under the name of nun's work or nun's lace. Now, I did run across that in some of my crochet history that I researched on. I do remember them talking about nun's lace and nun's work, where it was worked by nuns for church textiles. Her research turned up examples of lace making in a kind of lace tape, many of which have been preserved, but all indications are that crochet was not known in Italy as far back as the 16th century under any name. So, how long? Let me ask y'all a question. My history of crochet dates back to my grandmother's. One was born in 1919. So, I know crochet goes back further than that because somebody had to teach her how to crochet. And that's what I was saying that time on the channel. I would have loved to have asked her who taught her how to crochet. Then you have a general idea of how far back in your family history that crochet went. I was born in 1973, and my great grandmother passed away in May of 1972. I'm not sure if she crocheted. I don't know. But if she did, my grandma was born in 1919, so she'd had been born in 1800s. So, who taught y'all how to crochet? And do you know who taught them how to crochet? If so, you can kind of tell about how long the history of crochet revolves in your family.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was taught by my ex-mother-in-law in Turkey, and crochet in Turkey goes way back. I know my mother-in-law's mother taught her, and her mother taught her. So it's, and it's passed down through the generations because the young girls, when they do their bottom drawer, their hope chest, and fill their hope chest with tablecloths, bedspreads, tea towels, you name it, they do it. So it's I would say it goes back to the late 1800s at least, 1900s, I mean. So, yeah.
Hey, Miss Gloria, welcome in. Now, Lulu, Cindy, one thing we did learn about knitting, when we did the history of knitting, knitting was only done by the men when it first began. And they started the knitting guild, which only men were allowed to join. The women were responsible for spinning the yarn and getting the yarn prepared for the men to knit with. And the only way a woman was able to join the knitting guild was she had to be a widow of one of the gentlemen that was a member of the knitting guild. Then and only then was she allowed to join the guild. And for young boys who were learning to knit, they had to take classes and courses for 6 months before they were ever allowed to make their first project. And we learned that in the history of knitting. So, yes, knitting was predominantly dominated
Male.
by the men in the very beginning.
Mm.
Yes. So,
Oh
so
wow.
see, Chandra said her mother and her granny. So, Chandra, if your grandma's still alive, I advise you to ask her if she was self-taught crochet or did someone else teach her how to crochet. My mom's gone, both of my grandmothers are gone, so I don't have any, and I was the only one in my entire family out of all my grandmother's 50 something grandchildren and great grand that actually learned how to crochet.
Yeah. The one what teaching me first it was my grandma. Teach me a crochet and my mom she learned too. I mean from her. So both they teach me, but my grandma they teaching her because she was kind of in those classes with the church they do like small things
Yeah.
and they teaching her how to do like the crochet stitch and do it the lollies and all the kind of stuff. That's the way she know how to learn, the way she learned crochet and and the needed too. Yeah.
So Ronell's grandmother taught her in 1969, and her grandmother taught her. So Ronell has a long family history of crochet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And my family was mainly knitting. My grandmother taught my dad how to knit, and then my dad taught me how to knit,
That's good.
and crochet. And I taught my mum how to crochet,
Hey, Marcia Lee, welcome
and that.
in.
So it's the other way around for me.
Yeah.
My grandmother actually taught me when I was 5.
Hmm.
So I've been I've known how to crochet. Let me say that for 43 years. I have not crocheted every year because life happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get to smelling yourself and everything else, and crochet falls to the wayside, and you think
And
you've
that's true.
grown. And I should have kept crocheting. I probably wouldn't have all these children.
Oh, Jimmy.
Gee.
Oh,
Oh
Jimmy.
wow, Lori said her grandmas and her great grandma taught her. Yeah.
Wow.
Jenny. Jenny. That's why I have only two because I'm in crochet.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, gosh. Oh,
Okay, the next title of this is it says tambour gives birth to crochet. Research suggests that crochet probably developed most directly from Chinese needlework, a very ancient form of embroidery known in Turkey, India, Persia, and North Africa, which reached Europe in the 1700s and was referred to as tambourine from the French tambour or drum. In this technique, a background fabric is stretched taut on a frame. The working thread is held underneath the fabric. A needle with a hook is inserted downward and a loop of the working thread drawn up through the fabric. With the loop still on the hook is then inserted a little further along and another loop of the working thread is drawn up and worked through the first loop to form a chain stitch. I would love to see that because I was sitting here reading that thinking that's quilting, you know. Veronica, I can't hear you.
What? I'm not saying
Oh,
anything.
you didn't say nothing? And it said the timber hooks were as thin as sewing needles, so the work must have been accomplished with very fine thread. And at the end of the 18th century, timber evolved into what the French called crochet in the air. Hey Tina, welcome in.
Hi, Tina.
That's right, Tina. See, I'm
Hi,
so clear on the
Marshall.
nail.
Hi,
You don't
Crystal.
even you don't even see them two sidekicks over there on the side, do you? That's right. I'm just joking. She spoke to both of y'all. So crochet began turning up in Europe in the early 1800s and was given a tremendous boost by, I cannot say this name, Mil Rigo de la Branchadier. Branchadier. I'll show y'all. Let me see, can I find it on the paper and put it with the camera? Right there. See that?
Oh, Rigo de la Branchaderia.
Okay, there you go. Linda said it. Who was best known for her ability to take old style needle and bobbin lace designs and turn them into crochet patterns that could easily be duplicated. She published many pattern books so that millions of women could begin to copy her designs. She also claimed to have invented lace like crochet, today called, what y'all think it's called today?
Tunisian?
Irish crochet.
Irish crochet. Oh,
Oh
well, it was a
no.
good guess.
And it says that Irish crochet was a virtual lifesaver for the people of Ireland. It pulled them out of their potato famine, which we mentioned the potato famine in the knit history as well, which lasted from 1845 to 1850 and threw them into abject poverty. During these times, living and working conditions for the Irish was harsh. They crocheted between farm chores and outdoors to take advantage of sunlight. After dark, they moved indoors to work by the light of a candle, a slow burning pit fire, or an oil lamp. A place to keep their crochet work presented a problem, for many were living in squalor. If they had no other spot, it went under the bed where it inevitably became dirty. Veronica.
Me? What?
They kept it under their bed.
What? And I put two more bags on
Under
the
the bed.
bed. Yes, two more. uh,
They're
Wet.
my bags.
But it says that the crochet pieces could be washed and its original luster completely recaptured. Ironically, buyers abroad were unaware that their delicate collars and cuffs were made in primitive dwellings under poverty stricken conditions. So they're buying this stuff not knowing the conditions that the people were having to live through that were making it.
That's not good, is it, guys?
Irish workers, men as well as women and children, were organized into crochet cooperatives. Schools were formed to teach the skill, and teachers were trained and sent all over Ireland, where the workers were soon creating new patterns of their own. So, if they can come out of a famine, a potato famine, by crocheting, why we have such a hard time selling something that we crochet today?
I know.
And although more than 1 million died in less than 10 years, the Irish people survived the famine. Families relied on their earnings from crochet, which gave them the chance to save up enough to immigrate and start a new life abroad, taking their crochet skills with them. Potter tells us that the Irish immigrated to America, 2 million between 1845 and 1859.
Wow.
4
Wow.
million by 1900. American women, busy with their spinning, weaving, knitting, and quilting, could not help but be an influence to include in their handwork the crochet skills of their new neighbors. So, thank you for migrating to the U.S. and teaching our ancestors how to crochet,
Yes.
which I've been told I do have Irish in me. I don't know how much. I tell everybody when they ask me, I'm a mutt.
But oh my, I'm a butt too.
I'm a
Mm.
mutt.
Exactly, Sunita.
Right.
Yes, Anita. Yes.
Tools. This is the history of the tools, the hooks, and the materials.
Ooh.
Techniques for working with a needle, knitting, netting, weaving, twisting, braiding, and knotting have been called many names throughout history. They include needle coiling, knotless netting, cross knit looping, looped needle netting,
Wow.
fatson, Coptic knitting, nail binding, Tunisian crochet, timber, needle lace, lace making, tatting, macrame, spring, and shepherd's knitting.
Oh wow.
Throughout the ages, a variety of materials have been used. Y'all ready for this? I found this very interesting. My husband might not have to cut the grass no more. Hair, grasses, reeds, animal fur and sinew, hemp, flax, wool, gold and silver, and copper strands, silk, white cotton thread, wool yarns, soft zephyr yarn, lush yarn, double cable yarn, and carpet yarn. Cotton yarn, such as anchor and Extremadura, silk thread, cordonnet, and floss, linen thread, hemp thread, mohair, chenille, novelty mixtures, metal thread, and strings.
Oh
Wow.
wow. So so I need to shave Bella and I can use her hair.
Yep.
Poor Bella.
I
Now
should have
when
kept my horses. I could have cut their hair and used their
yes.
teeth. But they use
Yes.
horse hair to make fake hair with.
Yeah. Yeah.
So so yes, you can use a lot of different y'all know you see people taking plastic bags that you get from Walmart and
Mhm.
other grocery stores and cutting them up and making beautiful baskets out of them, making bags out of them and everything
Rugs.
else.
Rugs.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
rugs, all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
blankets for the homeless.
Yes.
Oh wow.
And another thing that you can do, you can take old t-shirts and you can cut them up and you can have your own t-shirt yarn and you can make rugs and bags and baskets and totes and everything else with those as well. So we I, I like to say we've become Americanized or modernized because we take old shirts that may have stains in them or whatever and we just throw them away, or some of them we donate to the Goodwill or the Salvation Army and stuff like that. But we're actually throwing away material that we can actually use in our craft.
That's right. That's
Mhm.
right. Yeah.
Miss Tina, I recommend. I seen this one lady, and I'll try to find her, and I'll share it on my community tab if I can find her. The way she folds her bags, and then she cuts them with a paper cutter, like the big
Guillotine.
paper cutter that Veronica has. Um, yes, cotton clothesline. Um, Harbor Freight sells some real pretty. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's kind of like a nylon. I know it's nylon and it's rope, but it's used like for marking different stuff and when you're building stuff.
Mhm.
but I have it in like a lime yellow, a green, a pretty pink, and an orange. I mean, like bright, vibrant color. I had
Oh,
some in the buggy, and my husband said, "What you gonna do?" I said, "I'm gonna crochet with." He said, "That ain't for crochet." I said, "I can use it."
Definitely.
Hey,
mm.
Donna with Nana's Crafty Corner.
Hi, Nana, welcome in.
I've done it. Yeah, parachute cord,
There's the
anything,
cord, yes.
guys. I'm
Wow.
So today we have at our disposal an enormously wide selection of cotton, wool, silk, and synthetic yarns. We can also crochet with such unusual materials as copper wire, strips of plastic, there we go, sisal, jute, scraps of fabric, unspun wool, and here you go, Veronica, and even dog hair.
See, I tell you. Yeah. Because Bella, she had like her hair is really long and super soft. I mean, it's really soft. You know, I mean, well, if you take care, I mean, if you clean that hair, I mean, they, you know, I think you can use. Why not? Look at Tank. She said, "Spring uses her dog hair to spin." Oh Lord, look that way.
Spring uses her dog's hair to spin. Huh. Yeah, it's kind of like a chalk line, but this comes in a spool. It doesn't have the chalk added to it. But yeah, Jeannie, tell the Mister No Judging. That's right, Miss Deborah. I told him mind your business because I used to hate going to Harbor Freight. And then I went in there because it's a tool store, y'all.
Yeah.
And I used to hate going in there, but they have these real good storage containers. They have those shelves that my yarn is sitting on back there, like
Yeah.
that one right there. That came from Harbor Freight. I paid $12.99 for it. They had it on sale. I see all kind of little gadgets in there that I can use and everything else. So yes, I like going to Harbor Freight now. And he even told me, he said, why did you like to start going to Harbor Freight? Because every time we go to Prattville, Montgomery, I said, we're going by Harbor Freight. I said, because I see stuff in there I can use with my crochet. That's why.
Right.
Miss Deborah, you can find different kind of twines, I know, at Harbor Freight. I mean, at Tractor Supply. And I got this cute little gadget from Tractor Supply. And this is what I use it for. It had a spool of twine on it.
Hi, Sally, welcome in.
And I
Deborah,
use it
welcome
for
in.
my crochet thread.
What I say? What I say, all of y'all? What I say?
She's just being quiet, y'all.
who's that? Hi, Sally.
Did y'all
She
can
said,
hear
is
me good?
anyone besides me having trouble understanding V?
Let me find my earphones. I'll be back.
Okay. How about the crochet tools? Today we walk into a yarn shop or Walmart and we purchase aluminum, plastic, or steel hooks available in more than 25 sizes. In earlier times, however, they used whatever they could get their hands on. Fingers first, then hooks made of metal, wood, fish bone, animal bone, horn, old spoons, and teeth from discarded combs, brass, the mother of pearl, morse, which is walrus tusk, tortoiseshell, ivory, copper, steel, vulcanite, ebonite, silver, and agate. So wow. And Veronica has some really good pictures. Let me show those now. Um,
Yeah, she had some really good pictures, didn't she? She found
yes.
some really good ones.
Where's my crochet history folder? All right, let me share that.
You're on mute. You're on mute.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and open all of them up, y'all. Hold on.
Hi, Michelle. Welcome in.
That way I
Welcome,
can just go from picture
Yes,
to
guys.
picture.
Thummies, please.
Oh, thank you, all of y'all. Thank you, thank you.
All right, so this is what Veronica found. Can y'all see that okay? What,
Yeah.
did it make it bigger?
Yes.
So
Wow.
this is some of the wood ones that were handmade. Now let me ask y'all a question. They teach and they preach gauge. Gauge, gauge, gauge. Do you think you're gonna have a consistent gauge with these hooks?
No.
I don't think so. Hi, Jennifer.
So
Hi, Jennifer.
wow. Where's my next picture?
Uh-oh.
Lord, y'all don't want to see all that. Let me close that out.
Everybody close your eyes.
I had them all open. Why only did one?
Oh, my God.
Okay, well, let me try that again, y'all. I might have
Yeah,
opened up the wrong one.
they did look awesome, didn't they, Cindy? They're amazing.
Yeah.
I did. I opened up the wrong one. So let me
About what
minimize
we use today to what they used yesterday. Amazing. And to make them themselves. Unbelievable, guys. Hi, Dark Sky. Welcome in, sweetie.
All right, here we go. Look at these different ones.
Wow.
We can see good, Jeannie. You don't have to make them big.
Look at those.
They're beautiful.
Oh,
They
wow.
almost look Egyptian, don't they?
They do.
Look at that with the hand. You see that
I
one with
see
the
that
hand?
one right there.
Yeah, that's always almost reminds me of the hieroglyphics on the
I would like
tablets
to
that
have
they
some
found.
like that.
That one right there, and the top, the third is like a fish.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a fish. Yeah.
We know
Yeah.
it said that they made some out of fish bone. I wonder would
could
that be
be.
ones being that it's shaped like a fish? And they did that to recognize that that was a fish bone. And that one
Yeah.
right there looks like it has a little toggle on it to where that
Yeah.
folds. See how that looks like a loop, like you're doing the stitch markers?
Yes. Yes.
So those
That
are real
must
neat.
Yeah,
that
they're
might
like a
have been
wood.
in it
Yeah.
from a
Yes.
stitch
Look,
marker.
and on this one, I could crochet and stab you all at the same time.
Darn.
If you annoy me
Hey,
while I'm
hey,
counting,
Jeannie. Like when you crochet, you counting, and your husband call you.
Take that
Like,
hook out and throw it over at him.
I'm counting.
hi Miguel, welcome in.
Hey,
Hi,
Miguel.
Miguel.
These are some of the steel hooks. Let me make that a little bit bigger.
Yeah, all the different size. And that one's right there remind me that mostly my grandma, she was using those a lot for doing the
Mm-hmm.
doilies and you know
Yeah,
it,
I've got
it was
some of them.
yeah.
Okay, there's the first one that I showed. But seriously, though, you couldn't focus on gauge on that
No.
because, and I wonder how did that, like, this is, I wonder if these are just numbered based on picture, like picture 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11.
Yeah.
And I wonder how did they determine the size? Or did it really matter back then, the size of the hook, or did they just crochet with whatever they had?
Mm-hmm.
Something to think about, ain't it? Food for thought, y'all.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
All right,
Oh,
now
wow.
the little Guardian crochet hook guard pattern number 163, 8.6 per gross. Ladies will avoid accidents and can carry the hook safely in the work bag or pocket. That's that one.
Mm.
This is the Clive nickel plated. Each hook, I gotta make it bigger.
Now you can put that picture big.
This one is the Clive nickel plated. Each hook numbered best finish. Number 13 and 15. The Castle quality nickel plate is similar to above. Size stamped on. That's a 2
Oh wow.
right there.
Wow.
And then the triplex. The triplex hook decorated metal sheath boxed half grosses. So that looks like it has 3 hooks in it. So that's kind of like the keychains that we have now.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have the Alexander closed. And then the Alexander metal sheath numbered safe to carry. Kind of looks like a syringe with a
Yeah.
needle on it.
So you don't think, Ginny, the one to the third, because it's two in the same. I think that one is you can put them together. You can
Yeah, this is the sheath part.
yeah,
That closes that in.
and the same the four picture.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then this is the penny cork handle hook, and it came in assorted sizes. And then the 2 penny cork handle hook. And then this is a macrame steel hook, large size in wood handle. The slip knot patent macrame hook, large size.
That one remind me the Susan bait, the last one,
Yes, it
right?
does.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then we have these, which are steel hooks.
I remember those when I buy in Mexico. I buy those little boxes and they come in the package like that with 10 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Yeah, I've got steel ones like that. Oh, wow. They're different. They're
that
flat.
one I was that one. It was the Chinese uh some hooks that I was when I was reaching for hooks, and they was mentioned that one it was the Chinese.
Just look at the difference. You can tell these are handmade and hand carved. Look at the difference in the head of the hook
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
and how it's cut.
Hi, Chris.
Hey,
Welcome
Chris.
in.
Hi, Chris.
Wow, what are these? Oh, look, you got your needle threader and hook all on. That looks like a nail
Yeah.
that they turned into a needle, a
You
hook.
see that? Yeah, they tell you the picture. You see the first that one right there. They tell
Yeah, I
you
can't
what
make
is.
it out.
They tell you the first picture is on the top, and the little picture they tell you how to look on this side and the other side.
So it says, let me look right here on the bottom. It
There
has
you go. There you go.
Oh, it's patented as well.
strainoid, patent number 151307. Shrimpton, patent 215914/24.
A transparent.
Strainoid, patent number. Wow, look at this one, y'all. It even has a
Yeah.
groove on the side of it.
Uh
I know.
Hey, that would help keep yarn on hook, wouldn't it? Wouldn't have to worry about the yarn slipping off. But
huh.
those look like nails
They do, don't they?
right there. Those really look like
Yeah.
nails.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Those two right there. The
And
first
I
two
They're
and
guess
the
almost like
these
the
would be
tops
the
of knitting
needles.
needles.
Guess these would be your sewing needles that they turned into crochet hooks.
It can, yeah.
And maybe that was the way they had to hook it.
It's this. That's
And
really
that one right
interesting.
there reminds me of a Susan Bates too.
Yes, that one. Yeah,
Yes.
And this one.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So neat. And look at that, y'all.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome.
Now, Veronica, that was all part of you.
Pardon me.
That was in the pictures you sent.
Yeah, that one's right there, and the history of the crochet. They mentioned the women start doing the working with the really fine yarn, and they start making dress with the completely like to the top to the bottom like the dress. And the what is in the middle, that one is for the men's. Is the tie right now men put a tie or a bow.
Cravat, and they used to do the cravats.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
and that the crochet in that time it was like coming like really really famous. Like it was like in business. They want to start in business. I mean, created all the beautiful stuff, including for the men's too. A lot of products.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Look at those.
Oh wow.
That one right there looks like the
Uh,
handle of one of the brushes that you see over in
yes.
England.
Hmm.
That looks like a screw.
Yes.
I like that one. That
I like
plate.
that one too.
Yeah,
And I
plaid,
like the
isn't it?
white one, and
Yes.
that one right there. The
Or that
little,
looks like the handle of an old spoon.
Yeah,
yeah,
or a hairbrush, mirror
yeah.
set.
And
Hmm.
this looks like what used to be a pin. And they
Yeah,
stuck something inside of it or some kind of tool.
like an ink pen.
And this
Yeah.
looks like some kind of grater. You know how the potato peelers look?
Yeah,
Yes, and the old ones. Yes.
Yes. So they literally, y'all, they took whatever they could and made what they could out of stuff.
Hmm. Yeah.
So that is all of that. So
Yes.
now it said in Ireland at the time of the Great Famine from 1845 to 1850, what at least one person used to produce fine Irish crochet was a needle or a stiff wire inserted into a cork or piece of wood or tree bark with the end filed down and bent into a little hook. And we had to have certain hooks to crochet with. We couldn't survive back then, cool. But to answer the question that I asked a while ago, they was able to sell and survive through a famine by selling their crochet items. We have trouble selling one piece, but that's because back then anything that was made by hand, regardless of what it was. You didn't
Yeah.
have all these factoring companies that we have now. But crochet cannot be reproduced on a machine. Only
no,
knitting can.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crochet can only be done by hand.
Only.
Only. So you would think that crochet items would sell faster than knitting items.
Hi, Jen, Margaret, welcome in.
So,
Hi, Margie. Hi, Jen.
hey, Linda. She says, hi, y'all. First time here. Well,
Hi,
welcome
Linda.
in.
Welcome in.
Welcome
Hi, Linda,
in,
too.
My
Linda.
name is Jeannie, as you
My
see here
name.
on the screen. This is Veronica. We call her V. And this is Miss Linda from Linda Simpson. And
Yay.
she has a
Hi, Jen.
hashtag called Doing a Linda means getting it done.
Getting it done.
Welcome in. Let us know where you're from. Do you crochet? Do you knit, which we refer to as bistitchel? Or if you just do one, let us know where you're from if you don't mind sharing that information. Hey, Jeanette. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, Jeanette. Welcome in.
How they selling crochet items for $19.99?
Wow.
How is it produced? Okay, what kind of things were made back in the day? Now, Lulu, Sandy, don't get mad at this. I'm just reading what the history says.
Oh, Lord.
In early centuries, man, and it was the job of the men, created his handwork for practical purposes. Hunters and fishermen created knotted strands of woven fibers, cords, or strips of cloth to trap animals and snare fish or birds. So they made nets.
Yeah.
Other uses included knotted game bags, fishing nets, and open work cooking utensils. How you do open work cooking utensils? What were they crocheting with for it to withstand heat like that? Had to be cotton.
Hi, Lisa's Knits. Welcome in.
Hey, Lisa Knits. Welcome. Hey, Jennifer. Lori. Monostitchual. Ha ha. Handwork was expanded to include personal decoration for special occasions such as religious rites, celebrations, marriages, or funerals. One might see ceremonial costumes with crochet-like ornamentation and decorative trimmings for arms, ankles, and wrists. In the 16th century, Europe, royalty and the wealthy lavished themselves in lace, trimmings, gowns, jackets, headpieces, and the poor folk could only dream of wearing such things. So it is surmised crochet was developed as the poor people's imitation of the rich man's lace. So we poor doing the rich man's lace, y'all.
Yes.
Thank you, North Carolina Crochet and Knit. I love yarn, fiber, and spin. Enjoy.
Yay. Well, you've come to the right place,
Thank
Linda.
you, Linda. Yes.
Yeah.
We go live every Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we also are live the last Saturday of every month at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time with the challengers. I go live on Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Veronica goes live on Thursdays, if she can, at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it's going to be a little later, she'll let you know on her community tab.
Yeah.
Miss Linda goes live on Wednesdays. You got to give your own time, honey.
12 noon Eastern.
Thank you.
11 Central, 10 Mountain, and 9 Pacific.
Oh,
Good
Lord.
question, Ms. VJ. Ms. VJ says, how did they make the fishing nets in biblical times? Probably the same way that paper said they made them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving forward to the Victorian times, crochet patterns became available for flower pot holders, bird cage covers, baskets for visiting cards, lamp mats and shades, waste paper baskets, tablecloths, anti-macassars or anties, covers to protect chair backs from the hair oil worn by the men in the mid-1800s. Tobacco pouches, purses, men caps and waistcoats, even a rug with foot warmers to be placed under the card table for card players. Hey, Miss Debbie, welcome in.
Welcome, Debbie.
So they would crochet a rug and it would have feet warmers on it. So you just stick your feet in the rug. That's it. I can picture that.
Yes, they did, Linda Q. They did. They wore the metal crochet chain, the knights.
Yes. From 1900 to 1930, women were also busy crocheting afghans, slumber rugs, traveling rugs, chase lounge rugs, sleigh rugs, car rugs, cushions, coffee and teapot cozies, and hot water bottle covers. It was during this time that pot holders made their first appearance and became a staple of the crocheters' repertoire. So, pot holders, coffee and teapot cozies, hot water bottle, all that stuff dates back to the early 1900s to 1930s. Now, of course, anything goes. In the 1960s and 70s, crochet took off as a free-form means of expression that can be seen today in three-dimensional sculptures, articles of clothing, or rugs and tapestries that depict abstract and realistic designs and scenes. We've just taken crochet to a whole nother level, basically. There's some stuff made that I wouldn't dare. Oh. But now they do all this yarn bombing too, which I love to see. Where they go around, they yarn bomb these mailboxes, they yarn bomb buildings, fences, and all kind of stuff, y'all. And it is so beautiful. Beautiful work. I know it's a group right there in Illinois that does it. Techniques yesterday and today. It is interesting to compare crochet methods of the past with those we use today. In the period 1824 to 1833, so 9 years, for instance, it is documented in the Dutch magazine Penelope that both the yarn and hook were to be held in the right hand and the yarn passed over the hook from the right forefinger. Ooh. I do know some people on YouTube that crochet like that. They hold their yarn in this hand and they hold their hook in the same hand. The crochet witch, she is one of them.
And when I crochet right-handed, that's what I do.
So it says both the yarn and hook were to be held in the right hand and the yarn passed over the hook from the right forefinger. In crochet books from the 1840s, the hook is held in the right hand and the yarn in the left as right-handers do today. So thank you, whoever came up with that. Because I'm not coordinated enough to put yarn and hook in the same hand and crochet.
Exactly.
In a German publication dated 1847, it stated that one should always keep the same tension. Either crochet loosely or crochet tightly. Otherwise, an attractively even texture will not be achieved. Moreover, if not working in the round, you have to break off your yarn at the end of each row, since this gives a finer finish to the crocheted article. Today's patterns, thank goodness, usually instruct us to work both the right and wrong sides of the fabric we are creating. This change came about at the turn of the 20th century. So what they're doing, what that is saying, if they made an Afghan, they didn't work back and forth from one side to the other. They'd work to the end and cut their yarn and come back like you do in mosaic.
Yeah.
They didn't turn. When they got to the end of the row, they would not turn their work and work on the opposite side. They would break their yarn and start back on the right side and go from right to left. That is very interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So, because we turn our work.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine all the ends?
Right. Zoila said that's a lot of weaving in. A
Uh-huh.
lot of yarn in.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be interesting, though, if you're working up a stitch pattern and you did that to just see how it would look compared to turning your work just to see? I'm going to try it. I'm going to do a swatch. I'm going to try it. Yep. Just to see the difference in working up a stitch pattern and not turning your work.
Yep. That'd be very interesting, actually, I think.
Yes. just to
Yeah.
see the different look in how the stitch looks compared to turning it.
Definitely.
And that change came about at the turn of the 20th century. That's our century, ain't it? Researcher Liz Paludin speculates that the admonition to keep the same tension seems to suggest that crochet hooks were of the same thickness and that the crocheter was expected to work in the correct tension according to the pattern. Um, Old pattern instructions dating about the mid 1800s indicated that the hook was to be inserted into the back half of the stitch only, which, what do we refer to that?
Back loop.
Back loop only. Using a single crochet stitch unless otherwise instructed. Jenny Lambert, a European, wrote in 1847 that inserting the single crochet into the back half of the stitch was useful for making table runners and such, but inserting the hook through both loops could be used to crochet soles for shoes and other articles which have to be thicker than average. But the technique is not suitable for patterns. Today, of course, unless told to do otherwise, we automatically go through both loops. Veronica, what are you doing?
I looked up and I thought, what the? It was lilac before. Now it's pink. Then it was blue. Then it was neon green. I'm thinking, what the heck?
Miss Tina, which one you talking about? Mine or Veronica?
What?
She says I see a cute top in the background. Oh, V.
Oh, I just finished this today. Um, yeah, there's just let's see. There's a big card on the side.
Obviously,
So it
she's
must,
got more than one on there, y'all.
no, that's because you said my Savannah, she was naked.
She can't be
So
naked.
Oh, you put a tank top on her. Okay.
yeah, so yeah, that's just
Yeah, you got to put her some clothes on. I found a little small black shirt from Goodwill and bought it and washed it and put it on Grandma Eula.
well, you have to wait. So yeah, so I started this one last night and I just finished today. It's really easy. Um, and I use the sugar wheel. It-
So you gonna hand wash that one and see how it does?
Yes, that's
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, so that's what I use that yarn and see. But yeah,
That one is made in a small, and I'm gonna send it to her.
She can send it to me.
to
Yeah, I
who?
know.
To Linda? Oh Lord, Linda.
And I've just finished. Well, I've nearly finished this cardigan,
Oh, that's nice. Is that
and
knit?
I've crocheted around the edge.
Oh yeah, that's knit.
That's knitting, and that's crochet. And I've just got to crochet round.
That matches your top you have on.
It's a dress.
Oh.
Thank you, Zyla.
All right, patterns and books.
Yes.
Before patterns were written down, one simply copied someone else's work. Y'all hear that?
Look at her. Oh God. Okay,
We
Debbie.
having to do something to stay awake, y'all. I promise you, she was nodding off there for a minute.
Wouldn't surprise me, guys.
There you
Wouldn't
go, Liz
surprise.
Orange.
Yeah, she went orange.
Before patterns were written down, one simply copied someone else's work. Samples were made and sewn onto pages and bound like scrapbooks, sewn into large pieces of fabric or kept loose in a bag or box. In her travels, Arthur Annie Potter found some of these scrapbooks dating from the late 1800s, still in use by nuns in Spain. Wow. I would like to see some of that stuff, y'all. Do we have a crochet gallery somewhere? A crochet art gallery?
In Mexico, it's a one. Um, I will look in the picture we can show tomorrow.
Another way
Tomorrow,
to collect
next
stitch
Saturday.
samples. So when we do these stitches, y'all, these stitch
Yes, sister.
tutorials for y'all, this will give y'all an example of what you can do. Another way to collect stitch samples was to crochet different stitches together in long, narrow bands, some made by adults, some begun in school and added on to over the years. Later on in Europe from 1916 to about 1926, readers could buy small pattern samples along with their yarn. So if you do different stitch tutorials and you want to try the stitch first, just start out a little swatch. And as you go, just keep adding to it. That'd be neat.
Yeah, it would.
The earliest crochet patterns known to date were printed in 1824. The earliest patterns were for purses of gold and silver silk thread and colorwork crochet. Crochet books were found in many countries, often translated from one language into another. The most notable expert on crochet was the lady that Linda said,
Yeah.
who published more than 100 books, many about crochet.
Riga.
Crochet books were found in many countries. Oh, I read that. The crochet books from the mid 1800s were small, only about 4 inches by 6 inches, but included woodcut illustrations. These small treasures, Paludin tells us, contain patterns for white lace-like collars, cuffs, lace, insertions, and caps for women and children, along with patterns for purses and men's slippers and caps. Materials recommended for white crochet insertions, edgings, mats, trimmings for underwear were cotton thread. I need to get some of that. Need to make my husband a bear in that mercerized cotton.
Oh, goodness.
Spool yarn, Scottish thread on spools, linen or hemp thread. For color work, silk, wool, and chenille yarns, as well as gold and silver threads, were suggested. Those early patterns, which often were not accurate, would drive modern crocheters crazy. An 8-pointed star, for example, might turn out to possess only 6 points. The reader was expected, it turns out, to read the pattern, but to use the illustration as the more accurate guide. Now, I know before I learned how to read patterns, I just looked at whatever the picture was and I could make it. As long as I can see the picture good, I can make it.
That's what V does now.
Yep. And we all know that crochet is a process by which yarn or thread and a single hook of any size can be used to make fabric, lace, garments, and toys. Crochet may also be used to make hats, bags, and jewelry, and a lot of other things. And y'all know we have both women, men, children, and all that crochet and knit. And I know for the longest time, even me growing up, I always thought crochet or knit and stuff like that was a woman's hobby. But as we are learning with the history of knitting and crochet, men did it as well. I've tried to get my husband to do it, but he said, I'm not no woman.
Rick won't do it either. I said, do you want me to teach you? He went, no.
And see, Linda, that I find that, I love your history because your father also taught you how to knit.
Yeah.
And both your mother and father did, right?
Yeah.
So just because you're a man and you knit, it don't mean something's wrong with you. Or if you crochet, it don't mean something wrong with you. We just all have a passion for what we like.
Yeah.
He would rather get greasy and stanky and everything else. So hey.
Rick would rather sit in the garden and mow the lawn, and
yeah, mine
Rick
too.
would
Cut
rather
the
be in the
grass
garden than Rick would rather be in the garden than
go out there and climb underneath the truck with a grease gun and get grease everywhere and come in smelling like diesel, and yeah, that's mine. This website where you can find these old patterns is called the Purple Kitty Yarns. Now you will have to become a member, but it's free. I'm gonna move that out, and I'm going to copy and paste this into the website. Into the chat. So this link that I'm dropping now is to this place.
Oh, that's awesome, Linda. Her brother taught her how to crochet.
Now, I do have a son that did learn how to crochet. Now, whether or not he's still able to, I don't know. But he wanted to learn, and I did teach him. But this is the website. And these are the books here, ebooks, that are old. And I have one pulled up. So let me stop sharing that one. And I'm going to share the one that I actually have open. And that is this one. It's the Learn How book. And look, 10 cents. Let me do something right quick. I can give you the dates of these books. I know one was from 1930 something and one was from 1940 something.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, 98, I want to say this one is from the 40s. But in this book, you learn how to make this crochet doily. It also teaches you knitting, hairpin lace, tatting, and embroidery.
Mm.
And this lady has taken these, this Purple Kitty has taken these and restored these pattern books. And I don't know if it's in here of when. Published by the Educational Bureau of the Spool Cotton Company. And it tells you the materials you will need. Crochet hooks, knitting pins, tatting shuttles, millworts, embroidered needles, hair lace staples. And I see the J&P coats. Clark's Big Ball is a 3-core mercerized cotton thread. Now, J&P coats, I've actually had some of that yarn before.
Hi, Gloria. Hi, Joanne. Yarn Brown, welcome in.
Hi, Christy. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Joanne.
This is how they taught you how to crochet. They're teaching you here how to do a slip knot by pictures.
Oh, wow.
Figure 2 and 3, it says put the crochet hook through the loop, catch the main length of the thread on the hook and draw it through the loop, then pull the short end and main lengths in opposite directions. This will tighten the loop and make it ready for the first chain stitch. The hook should not be removed from the work. And now it's teaching you how to do the chain stitch. How to turn your work, single crochet, several rows of single crochet, how to do the rib stitch, how to do a slip stitch, and this is the abbreviations. Let's see, are they the same? Chain, CH, that's the same. Single crochet, same. Slip stitch, double, half double. Now, we don't say half DC, we say HDC. Treble, double treble, treble treble, triple treble, block, BL, space, skip, picot is a P, stitch, popcorn stitch, round, inclusive, increase, decrease. So pretty much the same.
Look at Soyla, she said. Books is great, but I learn it fast and watching videos. Me too, Soyla. Ah,
Now, let me get back to it. So in here, you can learn how to make a sport belt, how to increase and decrease. They teach you how to do that. How to make an envelope bag. Now you're into your double crochet. I mean, these pictures are amazing.
They are. The definition is amazing,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
The pico edgings.
Yes, your edgings.
Mm,
That's where, a lot back in the day, they did a lot of edging around towels and shirts.
yeah, yeah.
They made a lot of lace collars. Then this is half double crochet and treble crochet. How to work in the circle. Now you're ready for this advanced crochet doily.
Oh, Lord.
It's like a spider web to me.
That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah.
And then your space teaches about space. Now, how to make a block stitch, which is 4 doubles.
Hmm.
French mesh, look at there, and we just call that the window pane.
Yeah.
But back then it was called the French mesh.
Mm.
The picot stitch, the popcorn stitch, and you can make table Dresden luncheon set is the name of that. I like those. I actually do. You can line it with some fabric on the back. Those would make nice placemats.
Yeah, they would.
So you got the cross stitch, you got the cluster, you got the knot stitch,
Mm.
which is that similar to the Salem's knot,
Yeah.
Solomon knot.
Solomon's knot. Yeah, it is.
So it's referred to as the knot stitch. Even teach you how to make a square.
Hmm.
Look at that, y'all. My grandma had them on every chair in her house. Stuff
My
like
mom
that.
too. Yeah.
It's called the Star Wheel chair set. I guess the arms would take up any dirt on people's hands and that would absorb the oil from the hair.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There's the doily. Or the motive that you use to make those with. That would make a pretty doily.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
And then a turned hem perforated for convenience in working and edging. Oh, this is a turned hem perforated for convenience in working and edging. This is a turned hem with drawn threads. This is a machine hem stitching as a foundation for a crocheted edging. And drawn work with crocheted edging. Wow.
Mm.
And see, it even teaches you knitting. How to knit. Casting on with 2 needles. Casting on with 1 needle. Knitting plain. Binding off. You can make sports scarf. Purling. Stockinette stitch. And abbreviations used in knitting. Now, I don't know none of the abbreviations in knitting, so Linda.
Yeah, they're all the same. Knit, purl, slip stitch, decrease, increase together. Thread or yarn over. That's different.
So what is it now?
YO, not just an O. Yarn
Okay.
over is YO. pass slip stitch over, that's fine. Include, yeah, that's fine. They're all the same. The only one that's different is yarn over. Instead of just O, we put YO.
So you have, they teach you how to increase, decrease, thread over, which is yarn over, slip in a stitch, and there's a pullover. Size 34. Chadwick's Red Heart Shetland floss.
That would fit me, that.
9 balls. 1 ounce balls.
That'd fit me, that, guys.
2.5 millimeter size and 1 pair number 3 millimeter size. Teach you how to do ribbon, cross barred stitch, forgetting stitch. Linda, is those all right?
I've never even heard of it.
Forgetting stitch.
This is American, isn't it? So
knit 1, knit 2 together, knit 1, thread over, knit 1, thread over, knit 1, slip 1.
Oh, it's like a bit like a lace stitch, like a ladder lace stitch.
Got the open star stitch. There's the moss stitch. Got the fern
lace. Yeah, reverse diamond. Yeah.
Diagonal.
Yeah, done that. Cable. Yeah, done that.
Mock stitch.
Done that.
And then it teaches you also how to do hairpin lace. For those that are interested in that. I always thought them were tying forks.
Yes.
It says a fine art that is easy to learn. I don't know about all that. I've watched some setting videos and I'm like, okay, that is not for me.
Nope. For me neither.
But if you're interested in it, you can check out that website that I posted in the comments. Even teaches you embroidery. Now I have embroidered and did cross stitch before.
Yeah, and I've done embroidery and cross stitch. I've got loads of cross stitch pictures up around the house.
And they do have different ones. Now this one I did not print because
you're welcome, Soila.
It had a lot of pages. But I'm going to share it with y'all and we're just going to skim through it. So this is the Woolco Knitting and Crocheting Manual. It's 77 pages.
Gee whiz.
The Woolco Girl. And that has Germantown Zephyr on it. The box. Knitting and crochet with the Woolco yarns is one of the most fascinating forms of recreation. It is very easy to learn the first stitches, and a little practice will make you a proficient worker. You will find that the work goes quickly and that instead of tiring you, it will rest you and soothe the nerves. Yeah, ours does that too. So you got all this. You got Afghans. You got a baby Afghan, a large Afghan, baby wear, booty, cap, cape, jacket, kimono, leggings, drawers, sack, socks, petticoat, sweater, tam o' shanter, toque, cape, gloves. You got all that stuff in here. Actually, some of the stuff I would actually like to make. Knitting worsted is an unusually strong yarn made especially for use in garments subject to hard wear. It is a favorite for sweater, stockings, and all kinds of outer garments. It comes in colors of black, white, cardinal, garnet, blue, navy, khaki, brown mixed, gray mixed, dark gray mixed, blue mixed. Price was 10 cents a skein.
Wow.
And to ship it, it was 2 cents a skein. This is the most generally useful of yarns. It has a full smooth thread and gives satisfactory service in all classes of garment. This is the Germantown Zephyr. It comes in colors of cream white, snow white, black, cardinal 1, cardinal 2, which is dark, garnet, wood brown, seal, lavender, purple, pink, rose pink, light blue, medium blue, navy yellow, oud rose, silver gray, steel yellow, green, and Oxford. Same price.
Wow.
And then the Shetland floss is a light, fluffy yarn made for lightweight garments of all kinds, shawls, kimonos, lightweight sweaters, baby wear, scarves, etc. You can get it in cream white, snow white, black, pink, blue, navy, lilac, heliotrope, steel, cardinal, and garnet. And they were out of Boston.
You learn something new every day, guys, don't you?
And y'all, these are crochet stitches. You have a chain stitch, a single crochet, double, treble. The pineapple stitch, I've never even heard of this stitch. Have any of y'all ever heard of the pineapple stitch?
Nope.
And crochet?
Yes. We've heard of the pineapple doilies and the pineapple stitch that makes a big that looks like a pineapple. But this is actually called the pineapple stitch. The Afghan stitch, the shell stitch, the picot. This is called the crazy stitch, which kind of looks like the drunken, well, it's not necessarily the drunken granny, but it almost looks like the side saddle stitch. What's referred to as a side saddle stitch in one of them books I got. You got the bean stitch, the star stitch, the Newport stitch. Never heard of the Newport stitch either.
No, me neither.
Mm-mm.
Half double, the lattice stitch, which we just call mesh. Bead stitch. Looks like a V stitch to me. One double crochet and third stitch from hook.
Yeah.
2.
It is.
It is a V stitch.
Yeah, that's
It was referred to as a bead stitch back then. You got the raspberry stitch. And then you got your knitting stitches. To cast on stitches, knit plain, decrease or narrow, increase. To purl, bind off. Diagram of cross stitch pattern used on Afghan on page 74. And then these are some of the crochet hooks that the Wool Co. had. Number 3, number 4, number 8. And then knit needles 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Buy at one time enough yarn to finish your work. This is a jacket.
Oh, that's cute.
I want y'all to see the kimono. Oh, girl, actually, it kind of looks like me, don't it? That's a cape. She chubby like me. This is a sacque. There's another one. Look at the kimono.
What? That's a bit different.
Exactly. So see how the kimonos look today compared to what they looked like back then?
Well, in the back, it looks ugly.
There's another sacque. We call them bonnets. They call them caps.
Yeah, we call them bonnets as well. Yeah.
There's another one called infant's hood. We got to check underneath your hood and make sure your hair's still there. Infant's bonnet, infant's toque. One's crochet, one's knit, y'all. This is crochet, and that is knitted. That one's cute. I like that one.
Yeah, I like. I like both. It's got the look.
Look at the booty.
Oh,
Lord, y'all, we have really, really, really changed crochet.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell that these were made using some of the stitches that were featured in this book. Look at the socks. Lord, they've come a long way. That's knitted.
What in the world?
No, that's crochet. Lord, socks have came a long way. Look at the legging drawers.
Look at.
We call they ain't got no legs, but got all body, all upper body.
Oh, Jesus.
There we go.
Oh,
Regging
Lord.
drawers.
Oh,
Them look like
God.
they'd stand up by themselves. Child
Oh,
sweater.
baby. Oh, God.
Now that's knitted.
Oh, gosh.
She looked real enthused on wearing that, didn't she? Like, do I
She
really
was
got
like, look at me, I kill you.
it?
Hey
There I
guys,
go. I'm looking like, yeah, I'll wear it.
And you better not say anything. You better not. You better.
hey guys, I'm making V pair of socks around some ribbon so they'll stay up.
Look at those caps. That's called a tam o'shanter. That's called a cap.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait, Eugenia, go back. Look at this side of the picture. She look like
This one,
now the other side. She look mean.
uh-huh. There's a
Oh,
child
God.
skirt,
Oh, Lord.
and there's an Afghan.
Okay, let's look at what, like the zigzag?
Yeah, the chevron.
Yeah.
What we call a chevron.
No, well, zigzag. Some we call zigzag.
That's another Afghan. And you can do all this baby set.
No, thank you.
A coach cover, a child's mitten. The child got a long hand and a long thumb.
That's for the kitchen or what?
A mitten, child's mitten.
Oh,
Child's got a big hand.
There's
yeah.
a scarf, which a scarf made that big now, we call it a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There's a square scarf, we call them shawls.
Shawls.
Wow. A scarf, that would be a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
We call
That
them
was cute.
capelets. A yoke capelet. Cape. A cape.
Mm-hmm.
A jacket. A porch jacket. Did you sit on the porch and wear that one? Ah, a porch jacket.
Oh my God.
Look at that kimono. That looks like just like a cardigan. See?
Oh my gosh. Oh
Sports set.
my God. What in the world
Now,
is
see, that's
that?
what we would call a scarf.
Oh my God. What clothes?
Nubia. That's
Oh,
what we would call a hooded scarf.
Wait, Jimmy.
North Star.
Oh dear God, I'm crying here, guys.
Oh my gosh.
There's a sweater.
Oh Lord. She
A
is
Norfolk sweater. A sweater. A woman's sweater.
And more sweaters. Oh Lord. They look the
Mrs.
same thing.
Sweater, which we
Oh,
call them cardigans.
We
she's
call them
still
cardigans.
there. She's still there.
A sweater.
Oh my gosh.
Mrs. Sweater.
Oh Lord.
Another
She
like
look
they get
evil.
ready to put her in a straitjacket.
Yeah, she looks evil.
Roughneck sweater. Only roughneck I know work in the oil fields. They call men on the oil rigs roughnecks.
Oh my gosh.
And my daddy never wore one like that. Look at the women's leggings.
What in the world?
I don't know what kind of shape that woman leg. That woman.
The big one, the little one.
Women's
Oh,
gloves. Now them are nice. The
yeah.
detail in them, they're nice.
Oh
Men's
my gosh.
gloves.
Oh, that look nice.
Oh dear God.
Look at her. Is she gonna sell a cake or what?
There's slippers.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord.
There's some more slippers.
They look dead cute.
The other one, this side right here, they look like a teacup, like a teapot.
Here's my teapot. Tip me over and pour me out.
Oh gosh.
There's a skirt.
They're nice. Where are you gonna put a head?
A helmet. Now I'm confused. What, they got two heads?
I guess that's what I'm saying. Oh gosh.
Maybe it's split. And this part goes in the front around the neck, and this part goes on the back, on the neck. Or maybe it lays down as a collar. And this goes around the throat. There's a sock. Now that's needed.
Oh my gosh. Oh
And that's an
Lord.
embroidered Afghan. And an Afghan.
Oh gosh.
And there's some edging.
Oh boy.
So as y'all can see, they do have some very old patterns out there that you can get.
No, it's oh dear God. No, mine too.
So make sure to check that website out if you're into vintage patterns and stuff. So
Oh
Oh dear me. I hope you enjoyed that, guys, because I did.
Sunita, we're sorry, baby. She was trying to count her stitches and we was
Sorry, Sunita.
Oh my god.
So what do y'all think about the history of crochet? Seeing some of the vintage patterns and where we have evolved to today with crochet. And y'all know crochet changes every day.
Yeah.
Being able to take yarn and a hook and create something that can be used is amazing. Hey, Rita. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, Rita.
Hi, Rita Pacheco. What's going on, Rita?
Hey,
know,
Nancy.
BJ. Have you seen what
Hey,
BJ's
Crystal.
done?
Hey, everybody that's came in that I've been talking about the history of crochet and stuff like that. Now, we are going to be doing, because one of those booklets that I downloaded does have about Tunisian in it, y'all. So, check out that website. It's called purplekitty.yarns.com. And just sign up, and they're free. And if you have internet security, because I have internet security on everything that is connected to any kind of internet, so it scans to make sure that the site is safe, because some of those sites will give you a virus. So I would say only do it if you got internet security on your computer. So yeah.
And I've got some vintage crochet stuff to show you.
Okay, I'm gonna check my email right quick and make sure I didn't get nothing else from anyone.
Okay.
You want to share crochet, Linda?
Sorry?
Oh, your book.
Yeah, I've got a few doily patterns to share with you.
Yes, Crystal, it is. That's Pat.
That's a forehand?
Fingers and feet.
Oh my god.
That's what she's making your socks by.
So I'm gonna put it right here or what?
We see, back in the day, you wouldn't have called those socks, you would have called those stockings or leggings.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
It's okay, Miss Rita. We completely understand.
Don't worry.
It's fine. We just enjoy that you're here now.
Crystal, Veronica's made it's a top. She's working on a top. She's weaving in her ends, looks like.
Yeah, the extra yarn that I'm.
Niecy said those are cool. I could use some of those during the winter. LOL. Margaret G said those socks were popular in my youth. Y'all, we used to have crochet leggings that you put on over your pants.
Yeah.
And that was the style when I was growing up.
Okay, I'm done.
It's like a spaghetti strap, a spaghetti strap half tank top, because it's not a full tank. You got to have a body to wear that.
What, this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have, yeah.
Hey, Bella, welcome in. I remember the tube socks too, Miss Tina. Niece said I got really long toes though, so I'd have to add some extra rows. So you got fingers for toes. Yeah, Miss Reed, I used to wear them too. The leg warmers, sure did. My grandma used to make them for us. And my grandma, when I say grandma, I'm talking about the one who taught me how to crochet, Grandma Eula. If I say Grandma Green, she's the other grandma that crocheted, but I never learned anything. Got a chance for her to teach me anything about crochet on her side of things. But she used to make us the leg warmers, and she used to make us this thing. I guess they were called collars, but you put it up, it was solid. It didn't button or anything in the back. And it was real pretty, and you'd wear it over your shirts and stuff, and it would come to about right here. Honey, I used to sport them things to school. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Mama ain't got some school pictures with me wearing one, cheesing like a big dog. I was just always appreciative of everything that I got, regardless of what it was, whether it was crochet or, something handmade or anything like that. I always appreciated it. Because she used to make us booties for the wintertime and stuff, and we would wear them out. We'd put holes in them. We wore them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we look cool, Miss Rita. And back then, that's when you would take your pants and fold it over to one side and roll them up, make them tight to your leg. Now they make skinny jeans. And we would put our leg warmers on over them. Dickies, Jeannie, yeah, I wore. Yep, I do, Bree. I live in Alabama. Right, Miss Margaret. We need to design our own leg warmers and make them come back in style, don't we?
Yeah.
And you can make them long and make them slouch, or you can make them fitted. She would make us both. Some that would fit just from the ankle up to the knee, before the knee, or she would make them long and we could slouch them. Tight rolling, yes. You know what I'm talking about, Crystal. My primary physician wears leather toe socks, and he comes sliding into the room. Always cracks me up. Bree says Tunisian leg warmers.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it called an outer dickie? The solid was under your clothes. Yeah, that's what it was called. Miss VJ says she wore leg warmers under her scrub pants. Oh, Miss VJ, you was in healthcare? That flash dance look of the 80s. There you go.
Yeah, with your leotard. get the yoga mat.
Oh my gosh.
Right, guys, I've got a few things to show you that are vintage that I found in my stash. Do you want to kind of
make it solo?
No, not make me solo, kind of, like you did. You two are on the side. That's it.
There you go.
Thank you. So I found this in my stash. And the reason I've got it, guys, is because it includes directions for left-handers. And it's this is 1967 Coat Sewing Group book number 1065, and it was 15 pence. So learn to crochet, and inside you've got the right-handed and the left-handed positions.
That's neat.
Yeah. And this is the same as well. Really good descriptions. And it even tells you how to insert the hook. And then it goes on to the introduction.
I ain't cut holes in my t-shirts on the shoulders, Crystal. I just cut sleeves out of them. It made me some muscle shirts.
And then they've got some kind of, showing you
step-by-step instructions on how to do it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in the round, how to do in the round. And then we've got the Solomon's knot, all different stitches. We've got popcorn stitch, and this is the star stitch which you showed before, so it's more or less the same stitches. We've got the crossed treble, the puff stitch, and the tricot. And it tells you all the needle sizes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Miss Tina, I did that too.
Collars and cuffs.
Oh,
A sweater and the trimming of a pinny.
wow.
Now, what you call that apron?
Yeah, apron.
Open. Yeah.
Pinny. We
Penny.
call them pinnies. Headband. An apron is a full-bodied one. This is a pinny because it's only a waist one.
Okay.
Miss Tina said that's a very nice book, Linda.
Mm-hmm.
Ties.
Okay. Mm.
Now, what are the ties made out of? Because what size yarn?
Number 20.
So that's real tiny.
Yeah.
That's like bedspread yarn,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
bedspread thread.
And then I found these.
Oh, those
Ew.
are pretty.
By
Those are
Penelope.
gorgeous. By who?
By Penelope.
Wonder is that the Penelope that I mentioned in the history of crochet?
Yeah, that's what I thought. This is Twillies.
Oh, okay.
And then you've got that set on the back. I'm just trying to see if there's a year in this. A year. Yeah, cushion covers and so this is the cushion
Green
cover,
butterfly.
and that is for the back of the settee.
Oh, I love that. That's got a
Mm-hmm.
butterfly.
Yeah.
And it even has the diagram.
Oh, wow. Ms. Margaret G says, no to crochet ties. I do not like the look.
I can't see a year. I'm just trying to see if I can see a year in this. This doesn't say 1 and 6, so that'll be in the 50s. This will be in the 50s, the 40s, 50s, because we didn't go decimalization till the 70s. And then this one, bedspread.
Oh, wow.
And the cushion.
Those are pretty. Hey, Bonnie, welcome in. Ms. Margaret G says Patricia Christopherson is one of the best doily designers out there. Is she on YouTube or has she got patterns?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Rita,
Hi,
I use
Bonnie.
doilies too. I got to get busy making some more.
And lastly, this one.
Mm.
I love that.
And that's what I've got in the vintage, guys. So did you enjoy that, guys? I hope you
What
did.
you think? Yeah, I did.
I did too.
Especially the pictures.
Yeah.
It made me think about where crochet used to be and where crochet is now. Because I promise you, I was taught how to do double crochet, which is what we would refer to as extended double. I got it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hi, Ashley. Welcome in. You're not late, love. Do you still love me? Of course I do, Ashley.
Yeah.
You're not late
You
at
can
all,
watch the
sweetie.
replay if you want to.
It's always the replay, guys.
This this is some vintage yarn that Miguel just sent me. I had to see which one I need to click on. So this is some vintage yarn. And the top one is, if I close that out, that's going to go away. What are y'all seeing now?
Oh, it's fine now.
Or still the yarn? Okay. I'm going to go back to my email so I can tell you what he said in the email without sharing it. Okay. The top one is colorway Regal Rust, and the bottom one is Golden Camel, and it comes with a free pattern on the label. And these are vintage poppin' yarn by Vanille 100% acrylic. Now I'm going to Google search that and see just how old that yarn is, if I can.
That yarn is remind me of the red car.
Huh?
Red car. It remind me of the red car yarn. It not look soft in the past, you know.
Right.
That's at Hobby Lobby in the sale, guys. Don't forget to run and get some.
What? Yes, Anita. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Anita. You're right. Those colors. Yeah.
Hi, Miguel. Welcome in. Hi, everybody who I've missed. Welcome in and thank you for joining us. Yes, Harry Potter scarf.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Sanita.
Yes.
Yeah, I do
Yes.
too. Gryffindor. Oh, Brie, I'm jealous.
Oh wow.
Well, I can't find any information on it, so it's got to be pretty old yarn.
Captain 14. So how much yarn did you got in Hobby Lobby? I know you go like a what? You said 5 times? Oh Lord. Oh.
Now, Veronica, where's yours? Found some of the peaches and cream yarn with our very first label on it. Where's
Oh.
yours? Because I don't know where mine is. Oh, but I found 2 skeins of it. Let me make you solo. How many of y'all have this peaches and cream with the teapot on there? With the picture on there with the peach beside it.
I
Yeah.
don't.
That is a very old label. I have 2 skeins of it, and I don't know what I did with them. But it's
And
from the yarn company that was in North Carolina. Your light's blowing it out.
yeah. Let's see. My daughter, she's right here.
Hey,
So
Ashley with Sunflowers Creative Showcase and Crochet.
let's see. Oh look, too dark. Let me see.
Yeah, Lori Armstrong says she has some. Bree says she has some from the early 2000s. I'm thinking it was like from the 90s and something.
It can be because it's really old. I mean, they don't say, and even inside, they don't say anything like, when this.
But the yarn company that used to produce the peaches and cream sold to Yarn Inspirations. I did do the
And
research on them.
mm, they say on the website there's peachesandcream.com. That's only what they say you can find. That's all they say in the label, and nothing else. I mean, they don't have nothing. Some yarns right now they have the year and the barcode right here, and this one they don't have anything. So I don't know.
Uh,
mean, I don't uh, see because we wanted let me see like this one, the new one, this one right here, they tell you the year. Like this one right here, they say like the 2021, and this one right here, they don't say anything, and the barcode right here, but this
Mhm.
one did. So and let me see. Um, yeah, like a Jeannie, she said that's the inspiration.com. And this one right here, they say only is peachesandcream.com. So now the stick is totally different, you know.
That is brilliant, Margie. I am so delighted. Yay! Yay! I'm so
Awesome,
delighted for you,
Marcy.
Margie.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes.
That is
Yes.
brilliant. So happy for you, Margie.
Let me see. See, and this one right here, the difference is now this one each yarn they have the little square that tell you what size the hook and what size the needle like a little square, and this one they just only and like a little two lines that tell you the size the hook and the size the needle you have to use to you want to do crochet or you want to do knitting. So
Yeah.
let's I mean um and let me see. Four, size four, yeah. And the size four now they tell you just the number, they said the number. And here they got the little yarn in the picture and they said the size number four.
Yeah.
I mean
Oh,
it's
Laurie said she's got some really old Mary Maxim yarn. I'll post some pics in the Facebook group. Brilliant. That'd be
oh
lovely.
nice. Yes,
Yes.
Lori. Yes. Yeah. I mean they really this layer right here they changed completely, totally different. So
And I
better
don't know
now.
where I put my two at.
Yeah.
I had two of the little cakes.
Yeah, you show me the other day. And you show I think you wanted those
Send
live
me a
too.
picture of that label, Veronica, on Instagram, because I'm trying to think of the yarn company that was making that, because they're based out of North Carolina. But they sold to Yarn Inspiration. Ronell got
I see it, yes.
Oh, Brindell, thank
Pisgah
you.
Yarn and Dyeing Company. Thank you, Bree. Yes, the Pisgah Yarn and Dyeing Company. They're out of North Carolina, but they sold to Yarn Inspiration.
There's all the information saying the label, Jimmy.
Yep, Old Fort, North Carolina was where they were out of. Let's see. Now I can look it up and give y'all the information I was trying to. Pisgah Yarn and Dyeing Company.
Oh my gosh, I've not used yarn. I used my first Saturday job was in Woolworths, and I got my they never had yarn when I went to work there. Because if they had done, I would have bought some, but I was only 16, I think.
Okay, they were incorporated in 1971, July the 19th of 1971. They were located on, anybody tell you to pop up there? 271 Veterans Drive in Marion, North Carolina. Don't y'all just love all them commercials?
Yeah.
Well, that didn't get. That's the only information that one gave me.
Bree, did you have the Sinfonia yarn in a Hobby Lobby, right? On the clearance, you got that yarn. You got a good yarn, Bree. I love Sinfonia. Soyla, we live for commercials. Oh God, Soyla.
And these patterns, guys, you can tell they're old. You can really smell
How it is, right?
the how, yeah, they've got that old yarn shop smell.
Oh, love.
Now, Lord, when I want to find it, I can't find it. When I didn't want to find it, I found it.
Miguel said he sent you another email.
Okay.
It was from Hobby Lobby, but I got it from the third store. Had the label look old. Huh? Bree, can you send them to me via or can you send the picture to the Yarny Fiber Sisters email? This is the email. I want to see it because the one there you go, right there. Bree, that's the email in the screen, and you know mine. I want to see that because the one that we have now is the new is the I want to say the new label for the Sinfonia.
Is that a pussycat by any chance? Have you been playing?
Who?
You. I like it. Oh, thank you, Tang. Thank you.
We
There
are
we
gonna
go.
dance with the llama bread, sweet
Thank
bread.
you, Tang.
Just for you, Tang. Y'all
Thank
ready to
you.
dance?
They are thanking the Yarny Fiber Sisters little bucket. Thank you,
Thank you,
sweetheart.
Tang. Thank you,
Tang.
thank you. Let me
Thank
put your
you.
name to Tang. There you go. Let me get this bucket. There you go, Tang.
Hi, Kim G. Welcome in. Nice to see you.
There you go.
Jeannie, what is the crochet witch name for the right-handed hook and yarn?
Yes, the Crochet Witch. Let me pull her channel up and drop it for you. I cannot find that now. When I find it, I'll share it on my community tab.
Bless you.
Whew.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'm gonna share.
Yeah, there's the link to the giveaway, my giveaway, guys. It's worldwide.
See?
Thank you, Debbie.
See her crocheting?
Good dance, everyone.
This is the crochet witch. She holds her yarn in her right hand and throws it over with her forefinger.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Debbie. Going in the bucket. Thank you.
Go back to my email now. Let's see what Miguel showed. Sent. Botnol. Now this yarn I'm finna show, he says this is a 3-ply, 65% crimson DuPont, 35% nylon virgin wool made in the USA by Botany Mills in Passaic, New Jersey. And I apologize for the New Jerseyans that's in the house if I pronounced that wrong. And I'm going, this is the crochet witch crocheting the way they said back in the day you would. Hold your yarn in your right hand and your hook in your right hand, and you throw the yarn over the hook with your right forefinger. Kim G said, I've been here since the cracking up event of the old patterns. So Miguel has sent us another picture of some more yarn.
Let me put this to Debbie.
Okay.
Okay, that's for you, Debbie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie.
So this is some more vintage yarn that Miguel sent.
Wow.
Ooh, and that yarn is in some good shape too.
It is.
I'm blowing it up to see can I see more information on it. Let's see. Crimson DuPont nylon virgin wool, 3-ply yarn, 1 ounce full skein by Botany, 1 ounce full skein under established laboratory condition of 70 degrees Fahrenheit, a 65% relative humidity with a minimum guarantee of 0.966 ounce scale weight under Federal Trade Commission rule on moisture content. Wow, they had to put all that information back then on yarn. That is neat. And I wonder, was all yarn back then made using the same dye lot? Or did people even know what dye lots were? Hey, Rosalie, welcome in. How are you feeling? Hey, Maribel, welcome in.
Hi, Maribel. Hi, Rosie.
I sent a picture of two, looks like magazines. One is from 1987 and one is from 1989. Not real old, but they still look old. The patterns on them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you're welcome, Rosalie. I also have a giveaway going on my channel. It's open for the U.S. only right now, but I will be doing another one that will be worldwide. So y'all make sure to check that out. Mine goes from now till June the 26th. And I will pick the winner on the 29th.
And mine closes on the 24th and the winner's announced on the 28th.
Oh, Miguel, I know. Now look, I understand your situation. So when you can get to them and you want to join us on one of our lives on a Saturday, you let us know. We'll send you the link and you can come up and show them on the panel and talk about them. Because you did a Facebook marketplace buy not too long ago where you got a lot of vintage stuff.
Jeannie, check out the email. She sent a picture about the symphony yarn and look the price.
What email did she send it to?
And it's Yarny Fiber SISTERS.
Okay,
It's right there. I just saw it.
got it.
Yeah.
$3.59 sale. You just got that from Hobby Lobby?
No, she said she got it for the from the other store. I don't
Um,
know what.
but I'm saying you got it this time on the clearance for $3.59
No, that's
because that's the old price. They went up to $6.49.
yeah.
But $3.59 is not 75% off. Oh, she got it from the thrift store, and you
Yeah,
paid
yeah.
$3.59 for it.
So
Some thrift stores aren't thrift stores, y'all. Just like some flea markets aren't flea markets.
mm-hmm. It was in the bag. She said, "Oh, maybe for some."
And yet Rosalie says she got a ton of yarn from Hobby Lobby and Michael's today. Way to go! I might go to Michael's tomorrow.
Jeannie, Jeannie, you want me to show again?
I mean, I've gotten some
I,
Hobby Lobby clearance yarn. I've been shopping, but I hadn't been shopping.
yes, she sent me shopping. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Aisha, as soon as we end this live, I'm gonna email you because there's some stuff I want to ask you about. Oh, it was in the bag with other yarn for $3. Well, honey, that bag of stuff for $3 just for that yarn was well worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Bella, call before you go and ask to speak to the person in the crochet yarn department, and ask them are they marking it down before you dry because y'all gas is almost $5 a gallon here in Alabama. Hobby Lobby's closed on Sunday, but Michael's isn't.
Not Michael. Not Michael.
Right, watch V's camping trip. She went shopping for me and her both.
Yeah. Oh,
Look, everybody was posting their Hobby Lobby hauls. Dee's Creative Hands Crochet made out like a fat rat. She went to 3 Hobby Lobbies. No,
oh.
Ivy, I don't know if ours is having it on clearance or not. I assume not because you said the one in Montgomery was not.
Mm.
Right, Miss Rita. In California, gas is $6 and something a gallon.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
We're nearly at £2 a litre. Well, we're in the UK.
Yep. And see, that's Rosalie, I think that's how ours does. They do it on the off week where the other yarn is not 30%. But I know when mine has stuff like that on clearance and I go, the little lady that works back there, she says, take it all, please. Just take it all. Just get it all. I told her one day, well, just give me some money.
Yeah. And now we'll take it all yarn.
Or just give me your discount or something.
Exactly. I
Oh,
was
Miguel, that's an
I was
elite.
yesterday in the morning when I got to Hobby Lobby. I got when I was tell you about the yarn that was in
No,
there.
Ivy.
What?
Now I'm mad. Scrapple has theirs marked down. Someone wiped out cottons. I thought of you. Sorry. No, it wasn't me.
Ooh,
Jen
Jeannie,
says she paid $4.99 a gallon for gas.
Jeannie, you have to go check it out Monday. You have to go check it out Monday.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah,
Rosalie, are you shopping for Sandy Crochet on the Hobby Lobby yarn clearance?
but yeah, yesterday the lady she was working in the area and for the yarn section. She was looking at me like, oh Lord, she's one of these little crazy ladies. Yeah.
So, Ivy, was you able to get any of the clearance yarn from the one in Prattville?
Hi, Carol. Welcome in.
Hi, Carol.
Look at what Miguel says. And see, Miguel, that's happened to me before, too. Hey, I called Hobby Lobby while I was in the yarn aisle that had clearance and asked, did you start yarn clearance yet? The lady on the phone told me no while I was staring at the yarn clearance. That's why you have to ask for the person who's in the crochet yarn section. If you just ask the one who answers the phone, they're going to tell you whatever to get you off the phone.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow,
Hi, Ivy. Welcome
BJ.
in.
Mine was $4.43. I stopped pumping at $70 and my Outback is $4.89 now. Oh, I can only imagine what the fuel bill gonna be next week for my husband. He's going to Texas.
Mm.
He filled up about 3 weeks ago. $990.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Diesel is over $5 a gallon now.
Oh wow.
And that is why everything's going up.
Yep.
Food,
Yeah,
Everything.
because
clothes, yarn,
when
you
fuel
know,
prices go up, the
everything
cost of
goes up.
shipping goes up, which
Mhm.
causes the goods on the store shelves to go up because they have to get back what the shipping rates are costing and stuff like that.
Exactly, Jen. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crystal said I called 911, told them I'd been robbed at the gas station. The cop said, do you know who did it? I said, yeah, pump number 4.
Hi, Davita. Welcome in. Nice to see you.
He is Miguel. He's a truck. We own our own trucking company.
Welcome in, Vita. Yeah.
Hey, Davita
Yeah.
Old Crow, welcome in. I
Yeah.
remember when diesel was 97 cents a gallon. Gas was 99 cents a gallon and less, 70 and 80 some cents. I remember them prices. And I'm not 50 yet, but I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Yeah, my husband he told me when he in Georgia he remember when the gas rate was like a 89 cents.
But
It was
Miss
like
BJ, even if you had a diesel car, you get better fuel mileage with diesel. We have a dually that's diesel. It probably costs $200 to fill it up. Oh, Miss Carol Cochran says I remember when gas was 25 cents.
mm, 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 mm. Nope.
Oh,
It was.
Sabrina, thank you. Welcome in,
Thank
Sabrina.
you,
Nice to see you.
Sabrina.
Thank you.
There you go, Sabrina.
And you can put a lot more miles on a diesel engine than you can a
Yeah,
gasoline engine.
Sabrina. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good night, Miss Margaret.
Good night, Margaret. Take care. Thank you for joining us. There we are, Sabrina. You've gone in the pot.
And let's
Thank
go
you.
dance quick.
Well, I
Let's
hadn't
go
heard of a
dance.
shortage of DEF. We don't do DEF. We run a older model Peterbilt, and we don't do the new stuff because it costs $15,000 to replace that DEF system.
Mm.
I told my husband forget that because we looked at getting some newer model trucks. I told him forget that. We can get some older model trucks, and if we had to rebuild the engine, That runs about $14,000, and you got a whole new engine. And you can keep on trucking for at least 1,000,000 more miles.
Mm.
And those things go out bad. Chris says the 3 stations here in town are $6.50, $6.60, and $6.80, all for regular gasoline. And you're in California too, right, Chris? Right, Ronell, it's weird. Diesel is cheaper to make, but it's more expensive than gas. All right, ladies, they want to dance for Sabrina. Go ahead, Veronica. Yay, thank you.
Oh, look at Rita. Rita,
never-
you're ready to dance.
We was in town yesterday, and it was $4.49 a gallon at Walmart. Let me see how much it is now.
Mhm.
I can check my Murphy out.
Hmm.
And for those that don't know, you can enter your phone number at the Walmart gas stations, and you can do the Murphy app on your phone and do a rev up every week and earn points. And then every 100 points saves you 10 cents off a gallon for up to 20 gallons. It's $4.48 now.
Yes, Ronel. Yeah, that's because it's important from Russia. Yeah.
I can imagine a lot of trucks are sitting. For one, I'm gonna say why. Diesel prices being over $5 and something a gallon. Um, and the shipping rates, they want to keep them the same. So it's gonna be less trucks on the road because they can't move the freight for $2 and $3 a mile anymore. Can't do it. You can get a app on your phone. It's called Murphy Drive. Right there.
Murphy Drive.
Murphy Drive. And you can, when you go to the gas pump, it asks you, are you an existing member or any of that? If you put no, you can just put your phone number in there, and they will set you up for it. And every week you can go on the app and do what's called a rev up, where you might get 25 extra points, you might get 30 extra points, 10 points. Like right now, I have 101 reward points. I can when I put my number in there, I'll save 10 cents a gallon.
Well, that's kind of the same like a Kroger's do, right?
Oh, I don't know nothing about Kroger's.
When you shopping in Kroger's, well, if you shopping in Kroger's, you collecting points, and those points that you collecting and the Kroger's card, you can use when you put money, and you can save more and pay the gas money.
Yeah, diesel $5.89 a gallon in North Florida.
Wow.
Yeah, I got an app on here that will tell me.
Hi, Lydia.
Hi, Lydia.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we've been on.
Wow, 9:46. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
He's gonna get fuel in Mississippi when he leaves out in the morning.
Oh, thank you, Dinky Crafts, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It is $5.23 in Jackson, Mississippi, which is probably where he will get fuel. Now we do get a big discount. At Meridian it's $5.29.
Yeah, Jennifer. Thank you, honey.
And in Richland, Mississippi, it's $5.21.
In the pot. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
Let me dance real quick for Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, you're right. We shouldn't have to import anything but yarn.
The hard cases, they are the same way as Kroger's. Yeah, yeah.
Sabrina, let me tell you something. Used cars are the price of what new cars used to be.
Oh my
Margie, thank you.
God, Margie, thank you so
Thank you,
much,
thank you,
honey.
Margie.
Thank you, Miss Margie.
Thank you, Margie. Thank you, thank you.
Let's go down quick for Margie.
Thank you,
Thank you, Margie.
Thank you. Hey, Lydia.
Hi,
Welcome in.
Sylvia. Welcome in.
I did all that cleaning stuff before I went live.
Oh, yeah.
Chris said diesel here is only 20 cents more than regular. It's $7 a gallon. Yeah,
Oh,
see,
wow.
they won't let us in California because we run old model trucks.
Yeah.
You had to have the DEF system and all that stuff on your trucks in order to travel in California.
Really?
Yes.
We need to start doing like what we did, like a lot of people doing in the past. This is the horses or walking.
Horses and buggy. I should have kept my horses and bought me a buggy. Don't think I wouldn't be going down the highway. Yeah, on up here. On. We're going to get yarn.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Bye, Dale. Thank you for staying in the bushes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, guys, thank you all so much for coming today. Yes. I hope you enjoyed our little history of crochet. Thank you to Jeannie for all her hard work.
Yes, thank you, Jeannie.
Thank you, Jeannie. Yes. That was awesome. And
yes.
Next week, we are in V's house. We're all going to Georgia next week.
Ooh, really?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
We also have decided. Have y'all told them about that yet?
No.
About the last week, the month?
Yes.
No.
We also have decided that we will only be doing the Yarny Fiber Sisters 3 weekends out of the month through June, July, and August.
Yes.
And we will start back doing all 4 Saturdays in September.
Mm-hmm.
So the first 3 Saturdays of every month for June, July, and August, we will be live. We will not do a live the last Saturday of the month.
Because we've got the challenges. We've got the challenges.
But you'll still get to spend time with us for those that can on the challengers on that Saturday. That way it gives people, breaks. And we know that during the summer months, a lot of people like being outdoors, working in gardens. Some people have farms, and farms can be very busy during the summer months and stuff like that, more so than the winter months and everything else. So plus it gives us an opportunity to do some of the things that we would like to do.
Yeah.
So
but we do appreciate you taking the time to come and join us, and we hope that you've learned something new. We've inspired you in some small way, but we do so appreciate you all coming to see us and interact with us, and it's just been great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm not jealous, guys, that you get to go to Hobby Lobby. Not jealous at all.
Now we need some money, right, Kitty?
Thank you, Rosalie. Yes, thank y'all for being here. And if you didn't catch it from the beginning, please watch the replay.
Yes.
We did discuss the history of crochet. We showed different pictures of different crochet hooks from back in the day. We showed some vintage pattern ebooks. I shared a website that you can get them from and stuff like that. So if you're into vintage, It's out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Have a
you're
wonderful
welcome,
night.
Sabrina.
Bye,
And you
everyone.
too.
Take
And
care,
you
stay
too,
safe, but
sis.
more importantly, guys, be kind to you.
And did y'all notice
Bye.
I stayed clear all night tonight?
Yes, you did. Bye.
Bye, everyone.